Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Explainer. I'm so happy you're here. We're going to look at something absolutely crucial today, and that is how to express your opinions in English. This is going to help you so much with speaking, with writing, and it's definitely fantastic for your exams. I'll take it nice and slow so it's super easy to follow. Ready? Let's dive in. Okay, so part one is all about asking for an opinion. This just means finding out what other people think. We use this when we want to invite someone into the conversation to share their ideas. Let's look at a few really easy phrases you can use. Here's our first phrase. Listen closely to this one. What do you think about? I'll say it just one more time. What do you think about? It's that simple. Now check out this second one. In your opinion. Try just repeating that silently to yourself. In your opinion. It's a wonderful, polite way to ask someone to share their thoughts. And here's a third option for you. How do you feel about this? Is another excellent, really simple question. When you want to know what someone thinks, you just ask, how do you feel about this? So let's look at a real example of this in a normal conversation. What do you think about social media? See? Very simple, very clear, and it immediately gets the other person talking. All right, great job. Now let's move right along to step 2, which is giving your opinion or sharing your ideas. You've asked the question, but now it's your turn to speak up. This right here is the most common way to start, and it's super simple. Just say, I think. The moment you say, I think, everyone listening knows you're about to share your idea. Now, this next phrase is great because it sounds so natural and polite. Listen to this. In my opinion. It's just a perfect, smooth way to start your sentence. Okay, here's one more. It's a little bit longer, but don't worry, you can definitely do it. As far as I'm concerned. Let's just break that down gently. As far as I'm concerned. Practice that a bit, and I promise you're going to sound amazing. Let's see this in a full sentence. Try this one out with me. In my opinion, young people are very creative. See how nice that sounds? By using in my opinion, you're showing everyone how confidently you can express your thoughts. Moving right along to part 3, agreeing. This is for when you have the same idea. What does that mean exactly? It just means you share the exact same thought as the person you're talking to. You're basically on the same team. So when someone shares a good idea and you feel the exact same way, you can simply say, I agree with you. It's a beautiful phrase, really, because it creates this great positive connection in your conversation. Now, if you want a stronger way to agree, try this one. Listen to this word carefully. You're absolutely right. That's a big word, right? Let's say it slowly. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. Excellent. And here's our third way to agree. That's a good point. This one is fantastic because not only are you agreeing with them, but you're also kind of giving them a nice compliment on their idea. Let's see an example in action. Listen to this. I agree with you. Education is very important. Notice how I just paused for a split second after I agree with you? That little pause really gives your sentence some extra power. All right, we've made it to our fourth and final section, disagreeing politely or having a different idea. Sometimes we have completely different ideas than our friends, and hey, that's totally okay. We just need to know the right way to share it. And that brings us to what I like to call the golden rule of disagreeing. Step 1, always be polite. Step 2, start with a soft, gentle phrase, and step 3, give your different opinion. Showing that respect is what makes your spoken English sound so natural and so friendly. So let's look at our first soft phrase. I'm afraid I don't agree. By adding those 2 words, I'm afraid, right at the start, you instantly make your disagreement sound very polite and gentle. Here's another really brilliant one. I see your point, but. This is the absolute perfect soft phrase to use right before you share your own perspective. It basically tells the person, hey, I hear you, but I have a different idea. And finally, we have, I don't think so. Now, this one is a little bit more direct, for sure, but it's still simple, clear, and perfectly fine to use in everyday English conversations. Let's look at our final example sentence. Listen to the respectful tone in my voice here. I see your point, but I don't think so. See how that works? You can totally disagree, follow the golden rule, and still stay good friends. Okay, you did an amazing job today. Let's just do a super quick review of everything we've covered. We learned how to ask for opinions, how to give your own opinion, how to agree with others, and finally, how to disagree politely. You've got all the tools you need now. You've worked so hard today and you've learned so much. Just keep practicing these phrases every single day. Thanks for learning with me on this explainer. Now you can share your opinion in English with absolute confidence. So let me leave you with this. What do you think about trying one of these new phrases with a friend today?